What is happening, Magnus? So, we're going to do this. The drinker, I'm sure, will be in rare form at the moment. I have seen a couple of other reviews on the movie, and I have seen a list of movie reviews and all the titles. It seems as if most people are not liking it.
Or to give it its full.
There we go. So are you ready? I know he's going to be going off. See, because one thing that I realized is if you're not really a Zack Snyder fan, dudes just be going off. And I notice there's people that like it, and I'm a fan, but I'm in the middle. I'm indifferent. It just didn't really do anything for me. But the people that don't like Zack's movies, they were going off. I've seen a couple of them going off. So, are you ready? I've been told to check out Angry Joe's. Well, let's check this out.
You know, it's a rare movie indeed that can make me genuinely question my career choice as a film critic, but I think Rebel Moon 2 might have just managed it. Or to give it its full title, Rebel Moon Part 2, The SCARGIVER. It's one thing to be comically inept, it's another thing to be boring and tedious, and it's another thing to be completely derivative, cliched and unoriginal, but it takes a special kind of cinematic anti-genius to bring all these things together into one movie. Luckily for us, Zack Snyder has just the right combination of flawed vision and completely unjustified self-belief to pull it off, because good lord, this movie was terrible in ways that actually left me feeling strangely impressed. Like, you have to actively work to make a film this bad. Anyway, I'm going to do the opposite of Rebel Moon here and try to be as quick and efficient with my review as possible, so on with the plot summary. The movie follows on directly from the events of the first film.
Correct.
Strong female character has assembled the not-so-magnificent Seven to defend some shitty village at the ass end of nowhere from evil space empire, led by a man with possibly the worst haircut in all of cinematic history.
Yeah,
honestly, every time I looked at him, all I could think of was Lloyd Christmas from Dumb and Dumber, so let's just call him Evil Lloyd. So after kicking Evil Lloyd's ass in the first movie, strong female character and the not-so-magnificent Seven return to shitty village to celebrate, because, you know, losing one senior officer is clearly going to be enough to make this entire space fleet abandon their mission and go home. But oh no, it turns out that somehow Evil Lloyd returned, because death is more like a temporary inconvenience in movies like this. Well, when the script needs the rest of the plot to happen at least. So Evil Lloyd and his evil chums are planning to return to the village in a few days to take all of the grain.
Right.
Oh yeah, the fucking grain. In case you missed the first movie, in which case, good on ya, it turns out that a galaxy-spanning space empire that's mastered faster than light travel and literally bringing the dead back to life doesn't know how to grow food and relies on peasant farmers to keep them from starving to death.
Yeah, I don't know if they don't know how to grow it, but they definitely bogart it and take other people's. I thought it was also strange that their ships were powered by coal. Did you notice that? They were down in there. It's like, I mean, I guess an advanced technology could still be powered by something you might feel is more ancient or old tech. You know, like in, I think I was asking a question like in, what's it called? The giant, ugly, giant people that eat people. It's anime. Oh my god. Like Attack on Titan. I'm like, wait a minute. They've got like advanced technology like this, but they don't like, I forgot what the question was, but I was like, wait, they don't have electricity though? Like, that's strange. Like, you know, see what I'm saying? Like, I guess technology can miss like that. That you can do one thing but can't do another, you know, I guess. But I thought that was interesting. I was like, in my reaction, if you watch it, I'm like, they're powering the ships with coal? I'm like, okay, that's different.
And because this is a straight up knockoff of Seven Samurai, it's up to strong female character and the not so magnificent Seven to plan some kind of defense to fight them off. I mean, you could probably just poison the grain or something, but whatever, let's just get on with it. So evil Lloyd and his evil chums show up and they spring their trap and there's a whole bunch of fighting and a couple of the not so magnificent Seven get killed before strong female character sneaks on board evil Lloyd's flagship and blows it up just before it fires its super weapon at the village. Then she kills evil Lloyd permanently this time and goes back to the village to celebrate, and the ending does the most horrific thing imaginable.
That's what I said while I was wearing. No, I didn't say none of that. But what I said was, while I was watching it, I was like, hey. I was like, this feels like a Death Star moment. Like a Death Star type scene. Because a lot of the Star Wars movies rhymed. And they would have a Death Star or some giant weapon. And like that. And I was like, okay. Because I know he wrote this to be a Star Wars movie. So in rhyming with George Lucas's stuff, there's another giant weapon about to be shot at someone that they have to stop. So I was like, okay, I see how he wrote this to be in league with Star Wars. You know what I'm saying? Just one of the things, you know, along with the aliens and the spaceships and the Imperial forces and like the lightsaber, but basically they're like hot metal. They're like hot swords. They're like a sword that was always being forged, which I thought was interesting. I also like the gunshots, the molten metal. That's definitely different. But yeah, let's continue.
Teases the prospect of more movies. I've spoken in the past about my admiration for tight, efficient screenwriting that's able to convey a lot of information in a short time while making it seem effortlessly easy. Rebel Moon, on the other hand, is the complete opposite of that. It's like this film was written by a retarded AI that only had one other script to draw from as an example, and that script was Rebel Moon Part 1. Every conversation drags on at least 50% longer than it needs to, reiterating shit that the audience already knows and repeating longer
That's
than
one of the best shots in the film right there. You go to Netflix, you go on this shot, it's beautiful. It's one of the best, it may be the best shot in the whole film, the way the color grading and contrast of the colors look. Hey, if you're a Zack Snyder fan, you are a fan of his visuals, that's one of the best shots in the whole damn film.
To reiterating shit that the audience already knows and repeating things that have already been said. There's literally a scene where every major character sits around a table and lays out their tedious, repetitive backstories, one after the other, in one gigantic exposition dump. What's that? Your peaceful village got destroyed by the evil empire, setting you on a path for revenge too? Oh my god, what are the odds, eh? This is not how you do character development, Zach.
Spoiler. The Asian chick dies, and I was hoping that she was going to make it. I assume with 6 total, is it 6 more movies he's got planned, or a total of 6? I'm not sure. I assume we're going to see more badass characters than her, but I was hoping she was going to make it.
Antagonists make insanely dumb decisions at every possible stage, failing to spot very obvious traps, constantly putting themselves in vulnerable positions that they totally don't need to, and failing to make use of their overwhelming advantage in numbers, firepower, and technology. They're so fucking stupid and gullible that I genuinely don't understand how they even manage to not crash their ships into each other. Like, there's one point near the end of the movie where a strong female character is able to sneak on board the enemy flagship by pretending to be a friendly pilot with wounded on board.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't that require some kind of clearance code to make sure that she wasn't an enemy infiltrator? Wouldn't they recognize that she's flying a completely different ship from everyone else? Wouldn't they check her ID the moment she lands to make sure she is who she claims to be? Nah, they just let her on board so that the rest of the plot can happen. And that's not even mentioning the stuff that's just plain old
She drew her line in the sand.
Why is an intergalactic space dreadnought powered by fucking coal? Why are the bad guys so concerned with grain until they're not? Why does strong female character waste valuable time giving herself a fucking haircut before the big battle? Why do these violin players have bags on their...
I was wondering whose haircut that reminded me of. Oh, good lord.
heads.
I wish she hadn't cut it. She looks better without her haircut.
Why is Anthony Hopkins in this movie? None of the characters have anything even approaching a personality. Strong female character.
Like I said, the droid who Anthony Hopkins plays has the best scene. Please, please, if you don't watch the whole movie, watch that scene. That scene is worth you just clicking on it. If you got Netflix, just watch that part. Trust me, you'll like that part.
There is a complete charisma vacuum that I didn't care about one bit. I wasn't interested in her backstory because it's so preposterous and melodramatic that it barely even made sense. I didn't care about her romance subplot because there's zero chemistry between the two actors, and I certainly didn't care about any of the other not-so-magnificent seven because the film gave me no reason to. They're all boring, disposable, interchangeable non-entities with all the personality of a bowl of porridge, played by actors who are probably way too good for this shit. And aside from this, all the usual Snyderisms are present and correct.
As I said, played by actors who are way too good for this. I said that the acting was good. Like, I thought it was, in my opinion, the acting is satisfactory in this movie, but people are just flipping out. The acting was horrible. No, horrible acting is like, hey, you, put down the gun. Yeah. Oh God. Oh man. Oh God. Oh man. Like that's not the acting that's in this. The acting in this movie was satisfactory, but it just didn't capture me. I think when people don't like something, they rail extra on other stuff. See, he didn't even say the acting was bad. But people are like, the acting was horrible in this movie. No, it wasn't. You're just not a Zach fan and you're mad you didn't like the movie and you're railing harder. It is what it is, though. That's how people are like, you're in a relationship with somebody and you're pissed off at them and they do something. You jump on them about something you would never jump on them about, even if it wasn't bad. That's the type of stuff that's happening right now. People do that with a lot of people, that I've noticed, when they'll review their stuff. But oh well.
Bloated runtime, the washed out colour palette, the depressingly over-serious tone, the complete lack of identifiable human behaviour, and of course, the abusive use of slow motion. Like, I really hope you enjoy watching...
It's abusive. Y'all know I love slow motion. I have never seen a slow-mo shot that I didn't like. Maybe there's a movie out there that there's a slow-mo shot that I don't like, but I love slow-mo. So, I remember when Hard Target came out, and it was supposed to be the union of John Woo, one of the greatest action film directors of all time. He directed Face Off. Some great slow-mo shots. Getting out the car, the trench coat flapping, stuff like that. So, I've always been a fan of slow-mo. I just have. And, I just, when I was watching this, I was laughing on certain parts because I knew that people that don't care for slow-mo are going to be mad. So I knew, I was like, oh man, people are going to be like, oh, he used slow-mo for that. It was fine for me. I liked it, but it is what it is.
People harvesting grain, because about 30% of the movie is just people swinging farm implements in slow motion like this is a charity appeal for food aid to Africa or something. It all adds up to a big pile of...
I gotta say though, I think the first movie was a little better than this one. I think the first movie was better than the second one. Yeah.
Of pretentious, dull, unimaginative dog shit without an ounce of energy or creative imagination. A film that was an absolute chore to get through, that has nothing to say and seems to have no particular reason for existing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I totally get why people wanted these movies to be good. I know we need to start creating new things to replace the tired old franchises that are being slowly bulldozed into the ground, but...
Yeah, another thing is this. As a Zack Snyder fan, I wanted these to be major hits. I wanted it to work. Why? Because of course we want him to do so well that of course DC is like, okay, let's sell it to Netflix. Let's sell the Justice League, the Snyderverse to Netflix and let him finish. You know what I'm saying? But the way these movies are being accepted, I don't know if that'll happen or not. But I know he's open to finishing them, live action and animation. I don't want animation. Would I take it? Reluctantly, I would take it, him finishing with animation. But I absolutely want live action finish of his Snyderverse.
While it pains me to say this, Rebel Moon isn't the answer, and Zack Snyder isn't the man to provide it. Take my advice, save your time, and look elsewhere. Anyway,
he's going
that's
off.
all I've got for today. Go away now.
I knew he was gonna be extra mad. Drinker, my man. I knew he was gonna be going off on this. So, yeah, I just hope it all works out. You know, whether this is a miss or not, I just want to be able to finish because, you know, here's my thing. I don't know, and I'm not talking about the drinker right now. I'm just talking about fandom, period. Like, Zach gets a lot of hate for stuff that I don't think is deserved, personally. There are other directors, I think, that also get hate that may not be deserved. But like whenever I see him, he's a nice guy. You know, he's not talking trash on people and all that type of stuff. Like I would expect someone like maybe Tarantino to get the type of hate that he does. You know, Tarantino, go suck a dick. You know what I mean? Like, I would expect him to get that type of hate, talking trash like that. But like, I'm just like, no one's perfect. No one's perfect. And I just think it's kind of interesting the amount of hate that he gets. Like I said, I'm not talking about drinking. I'm just talking about like the stuff that I see in the comments, the vitriol, the way people hate on him. It's kind of interesting because no director is perfect. There have been other directors that have made great movies and have made movies that aren't so great. Several. You know what I mean? Like, people even talk about Nolan fans like they're a cult. And they're like, you know, they always, like Nolan fans, they always think he's so smart and he's just the smartest director. He can never do anything wrong. But he still makes boring movies from time to time, or movies that don't make sense. He thinks he's this. He thinks, like, I've seen people talk about Nolan. But I'm just kind of like, you know, either it's a hit or a miss with me. I know you're talented because I've seen your movies, and I know ones work for me. I know which ones don't. Certain ones made billions of dollars. Certain ones didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like Michael Bay. Michael Bay gets a lot of hate. Michael Bay is actually a great director. Does that mean that every single movie he makes is going to be great? No. That's why like sometimes people will be like, oh, well, you giving such and such a pass. I'm not. I'm giving you my honest opinion. But if you expect me to say the type of things that you guys say in the comments about these different directors, whether it's Snyder, whether it's Bay, whether it's Nolan, or whoever it is, the guy at the time that people are mad at, they didn't like his film, like, I'm not going to do it. Because every single one of the guys that I named in particular, even like Tarantino, have made great movies. Multi-million-dollar movies that people love and cherish. And they've also made movies people think, or you might thought was bad. So, you know, even the great James Cameron has done stuff people kind of like, you know what I mean? Even though James Cameron's probably considered the greatest of all time in a way because of, you know, but it's, I don't know. I just don't have it in me to throw that much venom at people. But, you know, I can always watch a review, an honest review of another reviewer, like Drinker or Nerdrotic or anyone else, and have fun and understand where they're coming from. Some people, they wanted something else from these movies. And they didn't get it. And they're not happy. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to direct hate at anyone. You know? So, who knows? Maybe in the future things will change and get better with this series. But as a Snyder fan, I gotta have my Justice League finished. You know what I'm saying? Post comments down below. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed my reaction, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Get over and follow the drinker. Tell him Tyrone Magnus sent you.